Every so often there's a game that will like take control of your mouse even if you tap away from it. But yeah, this is Vane apparently. Which is reminding me a lot of Journey right away. Which I've never actually played, but like, you hear things. This is a good cold open. Can I see what I'm holding here? Not really. Some manner of like elephant head trophy. We're going very much for vibes here. Hello, crow person. This is probably fine. So the techno is kind of surprised given the like aesthetic vibe we had going on here, and one that I welcome. Like I am kind of burnt out on like big swooping orchestral scores. Now for something completely different. Very nice art style here. bit minimalist at the moment. I said I do appreciate when a game is willing to just kind of give you no really obvious direction and just kind of trust that you will be attracted to interesting map features. Moving on then. Yeah, this sort of thing is always like very hit or miss for me. And I'm assuming we're going to be like going through a series of vignettes at this point. Is this the shiny thing that I originally found? Or is this a new shiny thing? Seems to be a new shiny thing. Not one that I can perch on, apparently. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're like going back to small child on airship roof. Oh, something's happening. Or it's just really freaking dark in here. Must be really dark in here. Okay. This is actually like a pretty large area and large degree of freedom so far. I'm kind of getting a little bit of like Shadow of the Colossus vibes with that like super huge and detailed overworld that like nothing really happens on, which is not a bad thing. There's a lot that impressed me about that game, and that was on the list. Oh. Okay. I've become one with the shininess, apparently. Possibly a bit drunk. Let's stagger on out of there. Okay. This camera is like weirdly insistent on not being straight behind me. I'm fighting a little bit, but like I'm pretty here for this so far. Am I going anywhere particular is the question. So don't think I'm not appreciating this whole thing where I am like covered in shiny gold flakes and therefore light up the area around me. Once again, appreciating the minimalism of this. Even if it is slightly harder to tell now what progress might look like. It's like the obvious place to go is towards the bright, super glowing light here, but like that was the big glitter pile. And we've done that already. Okay. Okay. So there is not falling damage, but there is turning back into a crow. So that feels right. This seems pretty highlighted. I don't have like wall jumps, right? So it's like that kind of game. Oh, hello. So this seems to be stretching off into Big Black Void. I think I came in that direction originally. I've probably never heard of this one prior to this. This is... like, again, very... Ico or Eco, how you pronounce it, sort of vibes. You don't tend to get that very often at all. That looks like a path. Wish I was a little bit faster than this, but you know. Wish the camera was a little less prone to doing that. Let's try this again. Okay, the camera is not helping. If I go around this. Must feel like we're back in nothing territory over here. This isn't like a pushable chunk of debris. Okay, it is. Okay, yeah, I am getting a very specifically... Bam. A very specifically Ico vibe now. Just the, like, impossibly huge area. The lack of a real clear way forward, necessarily. The... Well, that's a little jank. The silent vibes. The... nice art direction overall. A slightly awkward semi-Prince of Persia controls. But like you can do worse than being a slightly janky version of, like, something that reminds me of one of the best games on that hardware generation. Now what? Like... I could leap of faith it and just return to Crow. Also want to get up here in human form. Yeah, that's probably it. And some puzzly stuff with that, and yeah. Of course, that would require me to go all the way back down, wouldn't it? Almost like this is... camera. Wait, please. It's a very nice game, except for the camera does that. It's just very... Ugh. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm trying to get to that ominous door. In human... Oh, that's... hang off that if I ever saw one. Okay. So that goes. This is rad as hell, and I definitely want to mess around with it more on my own time, I think, at some point. But for now, it looks like the way to progress is to go all the way back down and then all the way back up. But yeah, that is neat. And that is Vane, for what it's worth. Very cool.